I'm welcoming Dr. Vikas Kohli, one of the eminent pediatric cardiologists in our country, who is the director of the Delhi Child Heart Center, and also the founder trustee of the philanthropic organization, Child Heart Foundation, who is doing a lot of activities in supporting children with heart diseases and also the pulmonary hypertension patients. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I really applaud all the patients who are here. I personally thank Dr. Prashant for his persistence and making sure that we all get on board. And I must say I'm learning a lot here in this session today. I would like to highlight Child Heart Foundation and the work it is doing, not because it's doing great work, but just because it's a beginning. Child Heart Foundation is a registered NGO, and it was started by parents of children with heart disease. They needed a doctor in association with them, and they asked me to be part of it, and we started this organization about 8 years back. It has several programs, and I'm not here to talk about the other programs, but about a year back or slightly less, we started this program called PH Life Care. We surveyed worldwide how funding is available for medicines for patients with pulmonary hypertension so that their quality of life can improve. And we did not come across any organizations anywhere in the world which were funding medical treatment of patients with pulmonary hypertension for a lifetime. So we said that we have to do this, and we started with one patient at a time. And in the last 10 months, we have several patients who are on this. So we provide, the basic theme of PH Life Care is to be able to provide financial assistance for medical treatment and subsequently any other treatment that might be required for children with pulmonary hypertension. It is under Child Heart Foundation, and one of the essential issues with Child Heart Foundation is that it treats children. So, and that they are qualified as up to 18 years of age. So we cannot, by law of Child Heart Foundation, take a new adult and fund the treatment, though we are supporting some of them. What kind of patients come to us? Look at the picture on your left, and I hope the picture is clear and the slide sharing is going on. If one of you can give me a feedback. So here you see one of our patients who is in his house. And what you see in their house is the conditions they are living in. There is no scope of the pulmonary hypertension medications to be bought by this family. But it's been more than 10 months we are supporting them. Actually, more than a year we are supporting them. The program did start about 8-9 months back, but we have been supporting them with the medications for a longer period of time. And they have been very consistent with the medications, and they are taking their medications regularly. And the family is doing their job of giving the medication to the patient. The father, who is in the background of this picture, you see him as the person in the back end, is a auto rickshaw driver. And I'm sorry, not an auto rickshaw, he's a rickshaw puller, and that's how he makes his living. These are the kind of posts that we come up with which talk about pulmonary hypertension, either for awareness or for the need to collect funds and raise funds. Currently, all our donors for pulmonary hypertension are from our country itself. And we have not sought funds from abroad, but we would be looking for them in the future. We ensure due diligence in making sure that the medicines reach the patient at the right time, and that there is proof of them receiving the medication and disbursing the medication also. So we want to make sure that the patient truly benefits when this happens. You see various children with the packet of medicine, the endoblock kit, which is what we are giving out. This is another child who's actually from the outskirts of Delhi itself. And his story is his father is a hairdresser in a salon, and he could afford medications for a few months, but then he lost his job and he sought our support, and we are continuing to provide medication to him even throughout the COVID season when most of the pharmacies initially in North India were closed. This is the child I showed you earlier. They live in Siliguri and they have approached us. This is Varun. Varun is a young boy. He lives with his grandmother. And that's, as much as I remember, him and his uncle, his grandmother and his uncle are the only relatives he has right now who are with him. And he has finished college, started his first job, and we are taking care of him, his medical management, for several years now, including before the onset of this endoblock kit, which we gave him. We were taking care of other medications and other medical issues. We currently have 6 patients, as you see here, out of which one is an adult, Jyoti, who was on our follow-up for pulmonary hypertension and ASD for a very long time. But when her husband got a renal transplant done, they couldn't afford the renal transplant medications plus the pulmonary hypertension medications. So we are supporting her. What is the cost to the NGO? We try to procure the medicines at the lowest possible cost, and the cost comes to about 1 lakh per child per year. And for older children, like teenagers and above, and adults, the cost comes to about 1.5 to 2 lakhs per year. How do we help these patients? So PH Life Care is the primary program for funding, but there are other programs in the NGO by which all children with heart disease take advantage of various modalities. So Pradhan is a program where we provide free OPD. Free OPD is available to all PH Life Care patients all throughout the year, all 6 working days. Through Pradhan, they can come on Thursdays with appointment, and they get evaluated in totality, medications written. It's totally free of cost. If they need treatment, in-hospital treatment, which is not covered in PH Life Care, it's only medical treatment, then they get put under CHF Hridan, and under Hridan, funding of treatment of cardiac patients of all types happens, and therefore also of PH Life Care. So Gyan is our awareness program through which we teach everybody and the community at large about pulmonary hypertension and all kinds of congenital heart diseases. Patients who need to travel from out of town and can't afford it, we provide them Sahyog through CHF Sahyog, that is help and support. And for legal issues, and we plan to take big legal issues, we have a legal team also of volunteers. What I have not written here is we have a voluntary engagement program. If anybody has particular skills, they can devote time. They don't need to be in Delhi. They can contact us via our website and our phone numbers, and of Sunita's phone number, who's the Chief of Operations. Her phone number is also on the website. Our biggest push is for a program called Hriday Saksham. Congenital heart disease does not get picked up early enough to be treated on time. So in Hriday Saksham, we are teaching doctors to diagnose congenital heart disease very early. This is a certified program for doctors, mainly for pediatricians, neonatologists, and the recognizes this training program by which we have trained 75 candidates currently, and we train these doctors to actually achieve a capability of diagnosing majority of the heart conditions or directing them at the right place at the right time. What do we look forward to? We had planned pre-COVID that we would want to cover 100 patients. We are also collaborating at all national levels and international levels for donors. That's our focus for now. Thank you very much for giving us the time to talk about our patients and the way we are working and trying to help the underprivileged of the society. And I thank Dr. Prashant and the rest of the coordinators to have coordinated this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for throwing light into this aspect of the pulmonary hypertension care. It is very important, and I would definitely say that you have set up and shown us an example how we can tackle out this difficulty, which is almost always faced by the patients. Thank you, sir.